Jurgen, good to see you again. It's non-stop, isn't it, in the middle of this hectic period? Another game on Saturday, Tuesday. How are you finding your first English winter?
Until now, everything is good. So yeah, maybe I spoke too often about this, the number of games and things like this. So the main information is I knew about this before, but of course, obviously, it feels different when you are in the middle of the fixtures, and so it's for all teams a real challenge to be always prepared to solve your problems in hours and be ready for the next game. So that's the situation, but the good thing is for all teams it's the same, and so we have all to find solution. That's what we try.
Good win for you last night, good 3 points. How did you feel about being called a soft German though afterwards?
Yeah, it's absolutely not a problem. I had a lot of people said more things about me, and so it's not a problem. Soft German. Yeah, I think it's first time that somebody said this about me, so cool. But yeah, if you see the situation, I think if you see it again, then you know that it was not too wrong in judging this moment, and that's all. I said, so Mama is still alive, and everything is okay. So that's but in my opinion, situations like this had to be judged different than other things. So if you compare yellow cards in a game, you think, okay, this is yellow, okay, then what's this? That's all I want to say, but I was not, had no arguments with the bench of Sunderland, absolutely no, and yeah, nothing else to say.
Another clean sheet, we mentioned a good win, a clean sheet again for Simon Mignolet. You're very pleased with your goalkeeper. Has he as yet signed an extension to his contract here at the football club?
Sorry, the second part of the question? Yeah, I'm pleased. Yeah, and then?
His contract, it was mentioned earlier in the year that he would sign an extension to his contract here. Has that taken place as yet?
Other people in the club will announce things like this. Yeah? So it's not in this moment. If nobody else said something to this, then we have to wait. But you're right. I'm really satisfied with Simon, and but I can only say this as often as you ask. And next day some of you will write there are 500 goalkeepers all over the world, and we are interested in. So
you're not.
No, but I said this, I think, 1 or 2 times before. But yeah, it's okay. All of you can write what you want, and at the end, I'm fine with our goalies, and I really trust in John Achterberg, because he makes a brilliant job here. He's one of the hardest working people I ever met. Goalkeeper, coach, 25 hours a day, and so it's good to work together with these guys, and so everything is okay. There's no player in the world without making faults. That's because of the game, and because of a lot of situations in the game. But you need the right skills and the readiness for getting better, and that's what we have in our squad.
I know injuries is something of a swear word, I think you said the other day, so apologies for swearing again. But just in terms of a general update, but in particular, when Jordan went off last night, it looked like a recurrence of maybe his foot injury again. So I'm just wondering if you've got an update of exactly how he is and if there's any worry there.
Not until now. I have no update. So yeah, we have to wait a little bit because it was something with a heel, but yeah, it could be good for him. What we all hope. It's something like a final pain, and then it goes in another direction. But we have to see. Well, everybody knows Hendo is a real tough guy, and yesterday he tried, and then we saw it's not perfect. So come on, let's change. We have a fully recovered look on the bench, so we can change in this moment. That's what we did, and now we have to wait a few hours more, or maybe a day or two, and then we know more.
West Ham United, obviously next in the Premier League, their co-owner suggested that they'd made initial inquiries, perhaps an approach for you in the summer during your sabbatical. I'm just wondering how far that got and whether it was something that you would have ever been interested in.
Oh, it's. I'm not sure that I should say too much about this, but in summer I was not available. I could say like this for nobody, because I was sure I need a few days for myself without thinking too much about football. That's what I did, and there were I'm a lucky guy, so there were a lot of interest from different clubs, and if West Ham will talk about this, then they can do it. It was, but it's a good club, really a good club, but it was the wrong time for all the clubs they were interested in. So nothing to do with West Ham or what I think about West Ham. Everything is okay. The Hammers. Maybe it's more my second name than Soft, and so that's. But it's no. It's like it is. How I said before, I was not available, and so didn't think too much about it.
Juliet?
Jurgen, you only made one change with Christian coming in for the game at Sunderland, and I know it's a hectic time, but is this a good test for your squad, this period of time that you're in right now?
Test,
yeah.
Yeah. It's always something like a test, and we always have to be prepared, and we always have to get good grades in the tests we have. So we need points. That's clear. It's for Christian. It's when I said after the game, he made again the decisive goal, and that's the best thing a striker can do. And when I said then, but he can play better, and it's for everybody. We all can play better, but first of all, you have to fight for the result, and that's the biggest change in the last two games to the other games. We until then we won our really good games. When we were really good, then we won the games. But if we are average, then we lost or something else, and that's not how it should be if you want consistently results. And that's no. We took these points, very important points, in a difficult game, and so that's very important. We defended well. We had our opportunities, and Christian was there again in the decisive moment and could score the second one. Everybody saw, but it's not usual that you have two situations like this in 4 days. So it's normal that you are not free in a moment when you think about it's too long to run, and you think about the last situation, you try to do something different. That's what he did. Last time left side, this time right side, both times wrong side. But I think next time in a situation like this, he will make this goal, score this goal. And so it's okay for him, it's okay for us, but we have to go on.
Sorry, to go to David, I'll come back to just David just one.
Jurgen, West Ham won at Anfield earlier this season with a bit of a classic counter-attacking performance. I mean, is this game sort of an opportunity to show that we've developed in terms of protecting the counter, which is something you talk about a lot?
I have to say sorry that in this moment I'm not perfectly prepared on West Ham. We start after this press conference to watch West Ham. And then I can say more about this, but it's a big thing in our game, protecting our own offensive actions, and then about counter pressing, about different things, what we can do, about the good formation for protecting all our offensive things. And that's important. But to say more about this, first I have to watch. Maybe they developed in a completely different to a completely different style. We have to see this. They developed for sure in comparison with last year. It was completely different football. What I saw when I watched Premier League last year and the start of this season. So that's a really good situation for them with Bilic as a manager, and I know one of the assistants. So it's experience, it's good tactical things. What you can see with them, but to say more, I have to see them first.
Michael?
Jurgen, 2 successive 1-0 victories to end the year. How much satisfaction do you draw from winning those games with determination and effort and endurance, as opposed to the wonderful wins against Manchester City and Southampton and Chelsea away? Different ways to win, but equally as important. And you're not always going to be able to be at your very best, but to win when you're not playing fantastically is a big thing.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's you can make your life always easier in games like this. Yesterday, when you use one of the first 2 opportunities. I think the biggest opportunity yesterday was the situation when Phil played a pass in the box to Roberto, and he couldn't save the ball. It was one touch and then with the knee. The second touch was with the knee. So but he was, if he can save this ball or control this ball, then it's a big chance. You can make an early goal in this game, and you can score an early goal, and that's for us. It could make life easier. But if you don't do this, then you have to work. You have to work for all to defend and to switch and speed up, slow down, all the things for the special moment. And that's what the team did. So it's very, very important, games like this yesterday, that we win games like this. It's important for us that we don't wait for the perfect day, so that we work for the perfect day. And if you always are prepared for a difficult game, sometimes, really rare, but sometimes you will find easy game, yeah. But if you're always waiting for the easy game, you never will find it. So that's an old football rule, and yesterday we worked again for it, and so it's for us very, very important.
Do you think that's an indication that maybe the concentration levels of the players are getting better?
I hope so. It's not the biggest problem with concentration. I don't want to say this word too often, but it's a part of belief. So that you don't have to use the first chance. It's normal that you don't that you miss chances in football. So the only important what makes it with you if you miss a chance. So it's okay. Now we know the right way. Come on, let's try again. Or same like last week. So it's always that's difficult, and it's what we have to develop together. And for this you need results. And so yesterday was a game like this. We were prepared for this one moment with very good situation in pressing situation, good solution, passing, half space, right direction of Kleiny's pass, a little bit of luck with the touch of Adam, and then perfect finishing of Christian. So that's how football is. And it's not a game where we will talk about in 10 years again. Oh yeah, we remember the Sunderland game, but nevertheless it's really important.
Jurgen, any chance of Daniel or any of your injured players being available for Saturday?
I'm not sure. No, we have to wait all day if we need who could come back. Daniel could maybe if we try. All the others. Joe Allen is ill. Yesterday afternoon, doc told me vomiting. So we have to send him home, and so I have to wait for a diagnosis there. And who else?
James Milner.
Maybe no. No. Too early. Flano. Yeah, Flano made his first 30 minutes. Yeah, that's good. Tomorrow's his birthday. Yeah, but I don't think he's available for a few more minutes. I think he should have.
Jules, to finish off with?
Yeah, just finally and quickly. You mentioned about watching a lot of Premier League while you were on your sabbatical. Who's been your Premier League player of the season so far?
Jamie Vardy. It's easy, yeah? Isn't it? Yeah, Vardy, of course.
And that's it.
You want to know why?
Yes. I mean, stating the obvious.
I think it's too obvious that I have to say something about this. He plays really good season together with his teammates, Mahrez too. But yeah, no, it's Jamie. Yeah, good.
Thanks, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.